Hello and welcome to your English news broadcast live on ERi-TV. It's exactly 10:30 p.m. on Eritrea's local time from our headquarters, live with your domestic and international news in brief. I'm Zahra Badouri. But first, we'll begin with your major headlines for this hour. Commendable vegetable and fruit farming activities. Southern Red Sea region encouraging poultry farming activity. At least 68 killed in Afghanistan school blast. Chinese rocket debris crashes into the Indian Ocean. Welcome to your domestic in brief. The Ministry of Agriculture stated that encouraging results is being registered from the vegetables and fruit farming expansion effort nationwide. The effort has yielded increased production, the ministry added. According to Mr. Ermias Asmalash, head of the Vegetation Development Unit at the ministry, the number of farmers engaging in the vegetables and fruit farming activities has increased by sevenfold. Mr. Ermias further stated that currently focus is being given in the cultivation of potatoes, onions, green pepper, tomatoes, cabbages, salad, among others, and on fruit such as orange, lemon, mandarin, banana, papaya, guava, dates, and mangoes. Mr. Ermias also noted that dams of various sizes built and being built in various localities are contributing in the expansion and development of vegetables and fruit farming activities, boosting these productions. Poultry farming being conducted in the southern Red Sea region is yielding encouraging results, the Regional Animal Resource Branch stated as your final domestic. According to Mariam Abraham, head of the Animal Resources Branch in the southern Red Sea region, over 25,000 chickens have been distributed to over 1,100 farmers in 3 phases since the end of 2020. The chickens that were distributed in the first phase to farmers in 3 subzones have already reached at a stage of egg and meat production. Mr. Mariam also called on farmers to restore and store animal fodder during the cold season and start cultivating green fodder in their localities. Do stay tuned for more with your international after this short break. And on your global report, the death toll from a bomb attack outside a school in Afghanistan's capital, Kabul, has risen to 68, officials said on Sunday, with doctors struggling to care for 165 injured victims and families searching desperately for missing children. Explosions on Saturday evening shook the neighborhood of Dasset Barachi, home to a large community of Shiites from the Hazara ethnic minority, which has been targeted in the past by Islamic State, a Sunni militia group. A car bomb was denoted in front of the Said al-Shuhada school, and 2 more bombs exploded when students rushed out in panic. Officials said most of those killed were schoolgirls. Some families were still searching in hospitals for their children. An anonymous Afghan official said that the first blast was powerful and happened so close to the children that some of them could not be found. An eyewitness told Reuters all but 7 or 8 of the victims were schoolgirls going home after finishing their studies. On Sunday, civilians and policemen collected books and school bags strewn across the blood-stained roads now busy with shoppers ahead of celebrations for Eid al-Fitr next week. President Ashraf Ghani on Saturday blamed Taliban insurgents, but a spokesman for the group denied involvement and commanded any attack on Afghan civilians. Pope Francis, however, called the attack as inhuman attack and in remarks to pilgrims in St. Peter's Square in Vatican City on Sunday. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres also condemned the attack and expressed his deepest sympathies to the victim families and to the Afghan government and people. Families of the victims blame the government and Western powers for failing to put an end to the violence and the ongoing war. The remains of a Chinese rocket that was hurtling back towards Earth have crashed into the Indian Ocean, the country's space agency reported. The bulk of the rocket was destroyed as it re-entered the atmosphere, but state media reported that debris landed just west of Maldives on Sunday. There have been days of speculations over where the rocket might land, and U.S. officials and other experts warned that its return maybe risked potential casualties. But China insisted that the risk was low. The Long March 5B vehicle re-entered the atmosphere at 10:24 in Beijing time on Sunday. State media reported, citing the Chinese Manned Space Engineering Office, that there were no reports of injuries or damage. It said debris from the 18-ton rocket, one of the largest times in decades to have an indirect drive into the atmosphere, landed in the Indian Ocean at a point of 72.7 knots east and 2.65 degrees north. U.S. Space Command, meanwhile, simply said the rocket had re-entered over the Arabian Peninsula. It did not confirm the landing point reported by Chinese media, saying instead that it was unknown if the debris was impacted in land or in water. The monitoring service Space Track, which uses U.S. military data, said the rocket was recorded above Saudi Arabia before it fell into the Indian Ocean near the Maldives. Dear viewers, that is all for now with your domestic and international news in brief. Until we're back with some more news, stay and enjoy the rest of our programs. But until then, do have a nice one.